My name is Joe Griffiths, and I'm the Community Information and Outreach Program Manager for the Loudoun County Department of Planning and Zoning, and I'm very excited to introduce the Dulles Community Outreach Project. This is the third in a series of outreach efforts focused on Loudoun County's suburban policy areas. Previous efforts focused on Potomac, Sterling, and Ashburn. However, this might be the most exciting one yet. As you have heard, the Dulles community is the fastest growing area of Loudoun County, and we want to hear your opinion on how it should develop.
Loudoun's earliest native inhabitants occupied this area of the county for thousands of years before the first European settlers. In the mid-18th century, English colonists from the Tidewater region arrived and brought with them the institution of slave-based agriculture. The Dulles community is rich with African American history, including the remnants of several post-Civil War communities, which flourished in the early 20th century but have since been enveloped by suburban growth. Agriculture remained the focus of the area until the mid-20th century following the construction of Dulles Airport. By the start of the new millennium, Dulles Airport had become the fastest growing in the world. And today, business and residential developments, which boomed with the growth of the airport, create a unique juxtaposition with the community's few remaining rural areas.
Well, getting people together to discuss any particular topic is helpful, I think, in bonding a community. So this community outreach program is going to be extremely beneficial for the area, particularly with so many new people moving in. This Dulles Community Outreach Program is going to help us to deploy a whole realm of different techniques to provide the community the opportunity to give more input. It's extremely important that we have your input, and otherwise we are operating only through the lens that we see things, and we're here to represent you, the community.
The Board of Supervisors has put a lot of emphasis on this part of the county, and this project is really going to bring a lot of that to the forefront. We have a lot of things underway. We have over $750 million in road and rail improvements countywide currently underway. A lot of them are focused in this area. As part of this process, we're going to hear more about that. But really, it's all about hearing from you and the other things that we can be doing. We've done this in other parts of the county very successfully. We completed one at Ashburn just as this board was taking its term in office. And so I'm really excited that the next Board of Supervisors will have this report to understand what's happening in the Dulles planning area. There'll be lots of ways to be involved in this, to share your opinions and to make sure that we all hear them.
The county's planning process has always been based on establishing a vision for the community, establishing goals. To make progress, you got to have targets, and all of our processes have started with community input. It will guide us in a big way in terms of our next comprehensive plan review, which hopefully will come up in the next year or so. When we look at the entire county, we will use the input from these community outreach exercises. We've done them in 3 communities. We'll use all that information. Beyond us, other departments will use this information to help them formulate their plans. Parks and Rec, schools, transportation. They've all gotten a lot of information from these exercises, used it in their budgeting, in their capital investment programs, help guide them to what their priorities should be.
The Dulles community has grown significantly since the turn of the century. The aerial maps seen here and next illustrate the immense growth in the Dulles community from the early 2000s to 2014. Today, only 22% of the land in the community is vacant, developable land, much of it industrial. There are many neighborhoods and business communities within the Dulles community. The largest are Brambleton, South Riding, and Stone Ridge. Arcola Center is a large planned mixed-use project that will contain residential, a retail center, office and light industrial, and a pedestrian-friendly central core. Housing has changed the landscape of the community extensively in recent years. 85% of the housing units located within the Dulles community have been built since 2000. Today, the Dulles community has more than 17,600 housing units. The Dulles community is one of Loudoun County's corridors of significance for its long-term importance to the county's commercial development. From 2005 to 2013, the community's jobs doubled, now consisting of 13,700 jobs. By 2040, the number of jobs in the community is expected to triple.
We'll be using multiple platforms and methods to engage in a community-wide dialogue, including both resident and business surveys, online engagement through traditional social media, MindMixer's web-based forum, and crowdsourced mapping. We will also be conducting community meetings in the form of work sessions and focus groups. Over the past 4 months, our project team has been conducting research and planning. The active outreach process will unfold over a 3.5-month period, beginning with resident and business surveys, which will open on January 22nd and close in late February. You can find links to the surveys on our website at www.loudoun.gov/Dulles Community Outreach. Please refer to our website frequently, as it will provide the latest updates on project progress and upcoming events. Loudoun will also initiate our electronic outreach methods in late January, including traditional social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, but also new and exciting platforms such as MindMixer. MindMixer is a web-based community forum that provides participants the opportunity to respond to community questions, engage in a meaningful dialogue, and earn points towards prizes. You can find a link to the MindMixer portal on our website. The project will also include crowdsourced mapping through Loudoun's ArcGIS online program. Here, participants can pinpoint locations in the study area they consider assets, needs, or areas for potential development. Individuals can access this mapping program through the Green Esri smartphone app or through the internet. This program will allow users to target locations using a GPS system, upload comments, and take and upload pictures. Finally, there's nothing like face-to-face discussion. The county will conduct traditional public meetings in the spring at which attendees can roll up their sleeves and work shoulder to shoulder with fellow stakeholders, laying out their desires for their future community. In addition to these meetings, our project team will also conduct business and youth focus groups.
I'm Val Walters. I'm the Executive Director of the Dulles South Alliance. The Dulles South Alliance is a community advocacy group in the Dulles South region, and we want to ensure that businesses and residents are kept informed of changes that impact transportation, education, economic development. Both residents and businesses are excited to participate in this process. And while we know that not every item and asset might be actionable, the idea of participating in a process like this allows the community to have ownership and stewardship over their community, and that can only further enhance our existing region. The DSA Board of Directors and our members look forward to continuing our valuable partnership with the county and helping out this process any way we can.
Hi, my name's Tony Stafford. I'm the owner chef of Port's Fish Shack in South Riding. We've been open about 2 years, and we chose this area just based on the demographics. We really feel like in the next 5 to 10 years, this area is just going to keep growing and expanding, especially with the widening of Route 50. And we're excited about the business surveys and getting the results back. And so we all can share that with our leaders and make sure that we are growing the business over here and all becoming more profitable and getting more businesses over here and all of us being more successful in the future.
My name is Denise Kleppel, and I moved to the Arcola Village because I enjoyed the quaintness of Northern Virginia. I was stationed at the Pentagon in 1990 and decided that when we retired we wanted to go back to Virginia to live. And that portion of Virginia really gave us that opportunity to enjoy the conveniences of all of the facilities of shopping, hospitals, medical care, but also enjoying the countryside. The reason I get involved in community affairs is I have 26 years of military service, and one of the core values that I was taught early on is don't walk past the problem. And I believe that complaining is easy, action is difficult, but action provides results. But that only happens if you get involved. So I feel that as a responsible citizen within the community, it gives me that opportunity to engage in areas that I feel strongly about and also have an opinion about, but also hear other people's opinions and at least be informed. If I can't make change, at least understand why these changes are taking place with information and acceptance versus just complaining about it.
And I think one of the things that makes this nation the great nation that it is the role in which our citizens play. This is what it means to take advantage of the freedom and the liberty we have here and make sure that our voices are heard so that when our government officials and our community organizations do the work they do, that work reflects the priorities that we have as citizens.
We kick off the outreach project on Thursday, January 22nd at the Dulles South Multipurpose Center and continue the active outreach process through the end of April 2015. Following that, we will develop and present a recommendations report to the Board of Supervisors in late summer of 2015. please check out our website for instructions on how to use our electronic outreach platforms. There are so many different ways to get involved in this project and have your opinion heard. There's really no excuse not to. So please, join us and share your vision for the Dulles community.